What's up, nerds? Today I'm going to be giving you my top 10 base locations for Ark Survival Ascended on the island. Let's get into it. So now you're playing in Ark Survival Ascended on the island and you're looking for the perfect place to make a base. Well, I've got a lot of good ideas for you, and I just want to quote that this is probably just going to be for PvE, but you can turn almost any spot into a good PvP base. It just depends on your skills. Now, I'm going to start off by saying that this is going to be for Ark Survival Ascended. The game has not released yet, but the map should be almost 99% the same. They said they had a little few changes here and there, so if there's a couple things different whenever you jump on, it is what it is. You'll be able to figure it out. But these are right now the best locations that I have found personally, in my opinion, on the island. But first, before I show them to you, remember guys that me and my fiance on this channel go through all kinds of adventures in Ark Survival Evolved so far, and we're going to be diving completely deep into Ark Survival Ascended. If you want to check those out, there's so many playlists on our channel currently right now. Go back, check them out, spend this month, grinding it down, and check out everything that we've done so far. There's even some hidden amazing videos in there, like whenever I proposed to her, and yes, it was on live camera with my face, so you get that. But yeah, let's get into these locations. Yeah, let's go. You gotta love how when you're flying around in this game, you just look like some sort of Greek god just floating around and staring down at all the minions. Okay, this first base location is going to be a place for anybody that is brand new to the game or want an extremely easy place to live. This is by far the safest place on the entire island for you to live if you can grab it before others do. If you're playing on public servers, that is, and that is going to be what is dubbed Herbivore Island. It has been called this for so long. I've been playing since launch, and that's what everybody has always called it. It is right here on the map, bottom right, around 8582. That's the location of this island. It has metal on it, stone, it has wood, it has basically everything you could possibly need. There's quite a bit of metal actually, and if you build in the right spots, the spawning will continue. Plus, the only thing that spawns is herbivores, nothing that attacks you. I don't know if the seagulls come out here now. Ichthyes or whatever they're called. I don't think they will, but it is dubbed Herbivore Island to be a safe place, and you do get drops that spawn out here. So this is a very, very safe choice for anybody that wants to live here. I have lived here quite a few times in my playthroughs on this channel and my other channel, and I absolutely love it. It is very peaceful, and it takes a lot of the stress away from the building because you don't have to worry about walls or anything. You just build your house and you're good. But I want to let you guys know that any of these ideas that I have for base locations, they're not in any particular order. They are just what I like, and I will state which ones are my favorites, so make sure you guys look out for that. But yes, Herbivore Island, if you're new or want a safe place, build here. The next location that holds a very special place in my heart is right here. People call it Stonehenge. It's at 8955, and it's very, very hard to miss because look, it kind of looks like Stonehenge, and I hope they keep it kind of the same whenever the Ark Survival Ascended releases. But I mean, some changes would be nice as well. But the reason why this place holds a very, very special place in my heart, because the number one person that I've ever watched on Ark Survival Evolved, and the reason why I started YouTube was because of a person by the name of Slipgator. If you don't know him, check him out. But this was season 3, my number one favorite season of Ark on anybody's playthrough, and he lived right here, and it was a very creative, very fun season, and the build was awesome. You could build up here like he did, and down here you can have a little area for a beaver farm. You could make a sky base, or dino storage in the bottom. There's a lot of good options for this area, and you also have a good place to fit some dinos going through the river here into the inlets here with water. Now, I don't think Moses can fit through here, but I do know that if you do it right and are careful, you can get a plesiosaur in there. Sadly, you can't get anything in here aside for things that can walk on the ground. That is very sad, but it is easily accessible by a boat to park your boat in the center here. You can have your own mobile home and you can take it out anytime you want to on your adventures. And this is number 2. I love this base location. So the next base location is currently located at 7535, and this is a very sought after one in my experience on the servers that I've played. It is very close to the very first spawn point if you don't select any others, which would be right here from the first trailer of Ark Survival Evolved, and it's literally just up here on the hill. A lot of people love this place because it's got 2 entrances on each, or 1 entrance on each side, and you could wall it off and you don't have to worry about anything. This is a nice big area for a giant tribe, or just you by yourself if you want a lot of space to store a bunch of dinos. Is that a unicorn? That's a unicorn. See, this is a great spot. Even the unicorns like it. I had no idea that was there. But what I personally do whenever I live here is I put a gate there, and I put a gate there, and then I make a wall across here, and then I put my house right here next to this tree. I never knock down this tree because it's just aesthetically pleasing. It's the only one in the area besides the one over there. But this is a great place to live, and it is great for a big tribe to be able to live in this area. And this is why that's number 3 on my list. So this is my final southern base on the map that I like. This one right here is nice for a large community. It is at 85, anywhere in the 80 area to 25. And it is a huge island, I guess you could call it. I mean, it is blocked off. Why am I not flying? It is blocked off by a river, which kind of makes it an island because it's surrounded by what? That's the definition, right, of an island. But this area right here is a huge island. You could build the whole area up for a big tribe, or what I do when I play solo is I take on this I don't know, Pride Rock looking thing over here. I usually put my big house on top of this and build like a walkway down and some, you know, porches going around the outside. And then on each side of it, you have a walkway that can go around the whole thing, and you could just block off this area and you've got this whole area to yourself. I love this because it puts your house on a pedestal way up high so that everybody can see it, and then you can have some dino storage here. You're very close to the water, so you can build like a water pen or something. You have river access to park a boat, plus there's an explorer note right here on the edge of it, which will give you a boost of experience whenever you need it. That is an amazing feature to this area as well. But this is one of my favorites. It's pretty nice. I've only used it a couple times, but I do know it is really fun when you actually do use it. All right, number 5, I believe, on my list is at 61 and 15. It is a very nostalgic place for me. It is a nice base location. I did it here on my second ever public server that I ever played on. I built in this little pond area right here, and it is a nice area. You've got this nice like water feature going all the way through here, which you can get some pretty good sized dinos through here, megalodons and stuff, and you have a whole place to keep your water dinos. If you haven't figured it out, I love water creatures and water pens. But that aside, I built here, and what I did is I built a house on top of this, and then I had a walkway down here where I got rid of all these rocks and stuff, and then I had another building here, and I connected them with some bridges, and I had another building on top of that, had a bridge across there, and I gated that off and gated that side off. And inside here I had a bunch of wild beavers that I would drop inside there that would create some beaver dams, and this was my beaver sanctuary. I had all the resources I needed from the beaver dams. I had a bunch of space for dino storage on any side that I wanted, plus water pens, and this is one of my favorite areas, and it is very nostalgic to me. But the next one is the most nostalgic place that I have. My very first ever playthrough in Ark on official servers or any server, and that's going to come now. Not too far to the north up the bank is another location at 5015, and this is the very first place I ever played Ark with. The very first people I ever met in the game let me join their tribe, and I had no idea what I was doing in this game. But their base location was on top of this cliff right here, and I spent 6 months right here inside the walls of the base, terrified to go outside, learning how to play the game. But it is an amazing place to live. You can have, we had a tribe of like 15 people, and each of us had a house lining the outside of this, the main building here and going down through there. And then we had a gate going across there and down here, and nothing could get in. It only felt safe in there. And every time you go out the walls, when you've never played the game before, it is literally terrifying, at least when the game first came out. But this is an amazing place to protect yourself from other creatures, to be able to have ease of access, and to have an amazing view of the ocean, especially when ASA comes out and all the water physics and lighting and everything is so much better. I think this is going to be one of the most beautiful spots in the game. Now, if you guys have watched me stream Ark or heard me talk about Ark in my videos and stuff, you guys know I'm not the biggest fan of the snow biome, but there is one location on the island that I absolutely love making a base at because it's a very creative area, and it is at 3112, and it is this little island right here. It's got so many good features to it that makes it a perfect place to live. One of the main features, there's no snow biome creatures here. Exactly, the bad ones at least. You do have a lot of penguins that can spawn around the area. The worst part about this base is you will be bogarting some oil spawns, but who cares? There's a lot of them in the ocean that you can get. But this is a perfect place to be protected in the snow biome. Plus, you have your own little water pen area on both sides. I like to put a house under this, have it connected to the water where I have an external storage. Okay, excuse me. But yeah, and you can swim your moses and your plessies up in here, and you have a tunnel that just goes straight out into the ocean, and you're ready to go. And this one is connected in as well. I love this area because it takes little effort and you can make it look so beautiful. And this is my favorite option for anybody wanting to live in the snow. For those of you that want a very, very nice nature-filled location to build where you can live in the trees or on the ground or anything you like, but you know a little bit of how to take care of yourself, you want to live here then. It's going to be at 6333. It is my personal favorite place in the Redwoods biome, because the Redwoods biome is very, very scary, but at the same time, whenever you tame it and you find a good spot, it can be very rewarding. And it is right here. This location is perfect. I absolutely love it because you have a water source. It is gorgeous, and there's plenty of outside trees for you to put your main house on. And I do know that the only thing that would make this place better is if they had a main tree on this island. That would make it perfect, but the one that I normally use is this one right here because it seems like the largest one with the best view into the center of it. I absolutely love living in the trees, and you have your own little waterfall feature over here that you can also add into your build in any way that you want to. There's some explorer notes around here and stuff, but I will let you guys find those as well. But I think this is an amazing, beautiful option for the Redwoods for those of you that love nature and want to be surrounded by the beautiful sounds of the area. All right, number 9 is by far my personal favorite place to always try to get to whenever I start on the island. It is a perfect place to live, especially for a larger tribe. But if you just want to take it for yourself, I would say go for it as quick as you can, because this place is beautiful and it has a lot of good protection, and it was part of the very first trailer that Ark had as well. And it is right here at 2370. It is a amazing location. It is like a crater in the middle of the forest. It looks like a meteor hit and just like made a water area, but this place is perfect. It's got beavers inside here that are making beaver dams. You have only this entrance right here. You have this entrance right here, and you have this entrance over here, and all of them can be gated off. And yes, dinos can fall in over the walls, but if you just add some walls around the outside of it with some spikes or something, it is perfectly safe. And you have like these perfect areas to build your house. Like I personally, just like everybody, love putting my house on top of this right here with a nice deck and a staircase down into here with a place to sit in like a gazebo on top of the water. I think it's good. This guy wants me. He really wants me. But there's plenty of areas. If you clean out the trees over here, there's a nice platform. You've got so many options in this area. Your dinos will be safe. You got plenty of room to breed and create your greenhouses and everything. And this is just an all-around amazing spot for you to have a base in Ark Survival Ascended on the island. Okay, I'm going to start off this with a warning. This base location is only for those of you that are extremely confident in your ability to play this game and survive. It is called Carnivore Island. It is located at 1585-82-ish, something like that, top right of the map. And it is called Carnivore Island because the only thing that spawns here, like in Herbivore Island, is carnivores. There are so many bad things that can spawn here. We got Carnos, we got RGs, scorpions, T-Rexes, alphas, all kinds of things can spawn on this island. And it is the location of a cave, one of the harder caves in the game, if I may add. I don't know why there's octopus, or no, squids, or whatever they are, jellyfish floating everywhere. But if you build your base right here, not only can you surround it in walls, keep everything at bay except for RGs. You need turrets for RGs. But not only that, you could have a safe place to live on the island and a free loot drop here and there that will come down directly into your base, which is an amazing feature. This is a pretty hard island to live off of at the start, but once you get a few dinos that can survive here and you can annihilate everything and get some walls up, it is a perfect place to build a base. And if you're on PvP, it's one of those places that a lot of people can't make it to too soon. So it gives you the opportunity, if you grab it soon, to build it up before people have the ability to get to you, which is great. But personally, I'll be using it for PvE at some point. I hope you guys enjoyed all of the spots that I think are my favorite locations on the island, and probably the best places for you to pick on Ark Survival Ascended whenever it releases finally later this month. I cannot wait for the game. My fiance can't wait for the game, and I bet everybody else watching can't wait for the game. Remember, don't forget to like and sub, because we are going to be diving deep into Ark Survival Ascended and playing it to the fullest through every single map, and I hope to see you guys there. With that being said, though, I'm going to head out of here. This has been Nerd. Keep it nerdy, and may the dubstep penguin be with you. Peace out, guys.